Good morning to all RPCNs. Welcome to the online classes of RPS Group of Schools for the subject Science. Today, we will continue with the topic of Crop Production, Module 3. But as usual, we need to recall what we have done in Module 2. There, we discussed about the agricultural practice of application of manures and fertilizers. We discussed about the manures, the types of manure, various advantages of using manure in the soil, what are fertilizers, what are the advantages of fertilizers, discussed about the effect of excessive use of fertilizers, and how to restore the soil quality. Coming back to present module 3, here we will study about an essential agricultural practice, that is irrigation. We will study about what is irrigation, what is the purpose of irrigation, what are the various sources of irrigation, the various methods of irrigation, that is traditional method and modern methods, and we will study about benefits of modern methods of irrigation over traditional methods. Students, as you know, all living beings need water to live. So do plants. Water constitutes a major part of the plant body. Do you know that plant needs water right from their germination? Seeds will wither if there is no water. After sowing, seeds need water to germinate. So, what will happen if there is no rain? Then how plants will get the water? The only solution to this problem is irrigation. The supply of water to crop plants in the fields at regular interval is called irrigation. Irrigation is necessary for agriculture. It is the artificial supply of water either to the places where natural rainfall is short or rainfall does not occur when the crop needs. Irrigation requirement of crop depends upon the nature of the crop. Different crops need different amount of water at different stages of growth. Some of the crops require more water, like paddy requires standing water, whereas others require less water. The second point on which the irrigation requirement depends is the nature of the soil. Soil which are loamy require less water as they have good water holding capacity. But sandy soils have low water retention capacity and thus require more water. The third point is season. In season, like summers, frequency of irrigation is higher due to increased rate of evaporation from the soil as well as from the leaves. What is the purpose of irrigation? As I already told you, irrigation is an essential practice for agriculture. Plants contain 90% water and need it for proper growth and development. When roots absorb water, they also absorb the minerals and fertilizers dissolved in it. Germination of seeds does not take place in dry conditions. Nutrients dissolved in water get transported to different parts of the plant. And water also protects crop from frost and hot air currents like adverse conditions. What are the various sources of irrigation? The main sources of irrigation are wells, tube wells, ponds, lakes, river, dams, and canals. Wells and tube wells are the popular sources of irrigation all over the country. This type is widespread in plains where groundwater is available. Canals lead water from rivers or storage reservoirs to the field. The canals are fed by water stored behind a large dam or barrage. Modern multi-purpose river valley projects with built-up dams not only provide water for irrigation but also help to control floods and generate hydroelectric power. What are the various methods of irrigation? The various methods of irrigation are basically divided into two. One is the traditional method of irrigation and the other one is the modern method of irrigation. In traditional method of irrigation, we will study about moat or pulley system. We will study about dhekli. We will study about rahat and we will study about chain pump. What is moat or pulley system? A pulley system is used to lift water from the well. Dhekli, a very crude system using a log of wood to pull out water from the well. Rahat or lever system. It is a simple lever system consisting of a wheel attached to a number of buckets. The wheel rotates, which pulls out water and distributes it to the field. Another method is chain pump. It consists of a pump having endless chains running over a drum or wheel by which it is moved and water is raised. Traditional methods or old methods of irrigation are used for the water available in wells or lakes are lifted up by different methods for taking it to the field for irrigation. Cattle or human labor is used in these methods. Thus, these methods are cheap and less efficient. Let's study about the modern method of irrigation. Here we will study about furrow irrigation. In this method, water runs in the field through channels or furrows made between two rows of crop plants growing on the ridges. The other irrigation is the basin type irrigation. The entire field is filled with water and made overflooded as in case of paddy crops which need a lot of water. Another very useful method is sprinkler system. In this system, a network of pipes having rotating nozzles on their tops are linked to main pipes. When water is pumped from the main pipe, it comes out of the rotating nozzles with pressure in all the directions. This method is more useful on the uneven land where sufficient water is not available. Drip irrigation. In this system, water is released drop by drop just near the root of plants. It is highly suitable for water deficient regions. In this method, the water falls exactly at the position of the roots of the plants. It is the best method for watering fruit plants, gardens, and trees. Let's discuss about what are the benefits of modern methods of irrigation over traditional methods. Modern methods avoid wastage of water and help in water conservation. It prevents loss of water from evaporation, and it also ensures equal distribution of water. Here we will learn about one term called water logging. Crops need optimum quantity of water. When too much water is given to the crop, it stands in the field and accumulates around the roots. This is called water logging. In case of irregular or under irrigation, excessive water can also damage the crops. In a waterlogged field, seeds do not germinate properly as they do not get sufficient air to respire. Roots do not grow properly due to lack of proper soil aeration. Water evaporates more, which leads to accumulation of salt, which in turn damages soil fertility. Roots do not go deep in soil, and hence plants are not able to get full nutrients from the soil. Roots are also unable to anchor the plants properly, and the crop can easily get damaged by strong winds. Therefore, a field should have proper drainage system and soil should be well aerated. With this, we end up module 3. I hope you will take good care of yourself. Thank you.